And I believe I am live. And let's see, we've got about a minute before we start, and I'm still getting some of this set up. So welcome to Stampin' with Jen. And let me see if I can find myself on here so I can, oh, there I am. So that I can see comments and things. Got just about a minute or so. It's almost 4 o'clock, and welcome to my new time, 4 o'clock Pacific time on Friday afternoons for Fun Fridays. Just to share a little bit, if some of you are new, Fun Fridays, I named it that because when I was teaching full-time, our last hour, actually last 45 minutes of class was always Fun Friday on Fridays, and the other first grade teachers and I would let the kids pick, and each one of us teachers took something fun to do. I often did movies in my classroom, and one teacher usually went outside to play. Another one would do art. Another one would do games, and the kids got to pick at the end of the day, and we sort of mixed up classes based on that. And so we always had a lot of fun. And today I'm doing my Fun Friday now with you guys. So welcome, and as I said, I wanted to focus on some bundles, actually bundles. Hi Becky, how are you? Welcome. I'm so glad you were able to make it. Oh, Jacqueline, so great to have you join. It was nice meeting you again at Houston, Jacqueline. So you found me in a roundabout way. Well, at least you found me. So anyway, welcome. And I look forward to you guys seeing what I'm going to make today. I'm going to be making 2 cards using the Beautiful Balloons bundle, the stamp set and the die set. We're going to be making 2 cards today using that. Since they're retiring, I'm going to focus my next couple of Fun Fridays between now and the end of April on suites or stamp sets that are my favorite that are retiring. And I also said that today I was going to show you a technique as well. So it's a 2-for-1 watercoloring technique that I used to make a card with the loveliest trees stamp set that I showcased on our Love to Stamp group as the artisan earlier this week. And so we'll go ahead and make this card first. This one uses, well, actually they both use the watercolor technique. This one uses it for a background. So we'll go ahead and get started. And let me go ahead and show you how I made this background first. Here's my watercolor paper. It usually comes in, I believe it's a 5x7. This is the 5x7. It is our Fluid 100 watercolor paper, and it comes in 5x7, but I go ahead and cut it in half, so it's 3.5 by 5. I'm going to take my Aqua Painter, and on this card, we used 3 colors. I used Lemon Lime Twist. Let me grab the can. I used Berry Burst, Lemon Lime Twist, and Blueberry Bushel. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started. And this is how I do. And I need my paper towel to dab my Aqua Painter on there. And we'll get it juiced up. You squeeze the Aqua Painter, there's water in here, and it comes through on the brush, nice and wet. You can see the water actually dripping out now. So I'm going to go ahead and get some ink. And I know sometimes people dab their clear blocks on the ink pad to get ink for watercoloring, but I don't do that because I don't use it as much. So I just sort of squeeze the top and open it up, and it puts a small dab of the color on there. And we're going to go ahead, and we got some water coming out, so we'll get, there's our watercolor palette. And I'm just going to brush it at an angle, just ever so gently. Just add some blues here. Some of it's a little bit lighter blue, some of it's a darker blue, but it's all a Blueberry Bushel. And now I'm gonna blotch off. Since I'm done with the blue, I'm going to tap off and wipe off the blue ink off of my Aqua Painter. And I always have to close this, otherwise I'll put my hand in it. I'm gonna go with Berry Burst now. Let's juice the lid up a little bit. So, and, oop, did the wrong thing. I don't know, sometimes that happens. I don't know how that happens. The thing came off. Anyway, for some reason I was thinking I didn't have my lid off, the cap off. So we'll go ahead and get some Berry Burst onto my brush. And I'm just gonna go slightly over. So how are your guys' Fridays going today? We've been busy here. We're in the middle of doing a facelift on our kitchen, and most of the kitchen's done, and so we're able to start putting stuff away. So I've been putting stuff away on and off today in some of our cabinets. We're no longer completely living off of a table and with piled up with our plates and bowls and everything else. Oh, Becky, where are you guys at? Where the pollen's really bad? I'm gonna go ahead and add my lemon lime twist. Try and get it in there in some of those white spots. Pollen hasn't been too bad here, but we just had a huge rain where I'm at. Huge meaning, I mean, we had hail and everything, and we normally don't get that in, Virginia. So you're on the eastern, yeah. In California here, we had some strange, unusual, not normal, for this time of year, cold storm come through, and some of our snow levels went down to like 1,500 feet, which is very unusual for April. So anyway, here's what I've done, and this is giving our watercolor colors. And sometimes you can let it dry overnight if you have time, or if you're going to need it soon. What I do is I use my heat gun, and it's not a Stampin' Up heat gun, but when this thing dies, I'll get one from Stampin' Up. And I just blow it real quickly, front and back. And I won't bore you guys with it, but it dries it out. And actually it increases the colors a little bit. It really is nice. This is the one I have for the card. And I've cut it out with the Deckled rectangle. And I've used these dies, the Deckled rectangles. Switch those two letters around. And I've used the two largest ones. The largest one I used on my Berry Burst background, and the second largest one I used on my watercolor background. So we're gonna go ahead, put this on. We'll put the Berry Burst on first. Hi, Kathy, how are you? Wow, I've got a party going here. I should have moved my time to 4 o'clock sooner. This is fun. So, uh-oh. Oh, don't tell me. Can you guys still see me? It's saying it's waiting for live video signal. Are you guys able to see me? Oh, all right. So, looks like reconnected. Sorry about that, folks. I'm not sure what happened with my internet. But anyway, I attached the Berry Burst with the largest Deckled rectangle on there. And this one I'm going to put at an angle. But first, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my balloons. And I'm going to be using the stamp that has, I'm going to use it on white with the stars and the confetti. Now I'm going to use the medium balloon and the small balloon. And matter of fact, here we go. I'm going to find the stamps. There they are. And I'll do the big one. Well, you guys let me know. Should we do the big one? I did the last one. I did the big one in Blueberry Bushel, and then Lemon Lime Twist, and the small one in Berry Burst. Which one should I do the big one in? Should I do it in Lemon Lime Twist, Berry Burst, or Blueberry Bushel? What do you guys think? Well, let's go ahead and go Blueberry Bushel. All right. Oh, Blueberry. I haven't tried, I've tried regular cardstock occasionally. You just have to make sure you don't use as much water, Becky, with that, because it will cause it to pill up. So there's our big balloon on Blueberry Bushel. And I just remembered to save time, I went ahead, otherwise I'd have to step away and do some die cutting, but I stepped aside, and magic of television, as Tammy often says, is you already have them cut out. So I went ahead and I had cut these out earlier. So we go ahead and we'll put these on our background. And we'll use our green glue or Tombow, just a little bit on there. Sure, anytime, Becky. And we'll put that balloon on, and we'll put our Lemon Lime Twist balloon. I think I'll set it off to the side there. And then I used a dimensional on my Berry Burst balloon. And put that on there. But before we do that, I'm going to grab my black Stampin' Right marker, and I'm going to use the smaller tip, and I'm going to draw lines for like the strings of the balloons. And then we'll put our blueberry, or not blueberry, our Berry Burst on there. And draw its string from there as well. And here's the one thing I haven't done yet, is this is the tag. So let's go ahead and do since I already stamped these out, I made a mistake. Why don't we do this? Berry Burst or Lemon Lime Twist or Blueberry Bushel for the birthday tag, for happy birthday. I'd be curious to know what you guys want. What do you think? Let's see. In the meantime, I'll get my stamp out. And blueberry. All right. One vote for blueberry. Do we have another vote for blueberry or another vote for one of the other colors? Oh, blueberry's the favorite. All right, let's go blueberry then. So we'll do, you can tell I forgot to clean off my stamp before I took it off of my block, because now I have confetti and stars all over my thumb in Blueberry Bushel. That happens quite often. All right, and I have found that this fits on here better if you angle it just a slight bit. So we're going to angle it right here. Oops. And there's our happy birthday. And I've learned from Patty that you try and put a little bit of embellishment on every card, because if you don't, you end up like I do. And I have, where do I have it? I have this package of retiring embellishments. Luckily, I like to make cards outside of my business of this. I do cards for craft fairs, so I'll use those up for my cards for craft fairs and stuff. I'll get my Tech Pick tool. Oh, that's what happens, Becky, when I look at it and go, ooh, that's cute. Ooh, I like what they did with that. Ooh, that's cute. Gotta have it. And then I do it, and then I find that I don't use it all the time. So now the interesting thing is these iridescent discs, they actually come in, the colors are Poppy Parade, Pool Party, Melon Mambo, White, and Granny Apple. But what I have found is the Melon Mambo and the Granny Apple, because of the shimmer they have, they actually work very well with the Lemon Lime Twist and the Berry Burst. So I'm going to just go ahead and put a couple of these, of the Granny Apple ones on here, and a couple of the Melon Mambo. I always never know where to put these. I try and be cute, and it always looks odd to me afterwards. So I'll put these away. And now we'll go ahead and attach this label, or yeah, the label with a little bit of Tombow glue to the card. There you go. And I'll go ahead and angle that. I like the angle. It gives it a little more definition, especially if you're not using an embossing folder. It gives it a little definition or texture or whatever. I don't know how else to say it. I like using embossing folders. Use an odd number. Oh, maybe I'll add an odd number on there. Okay. I like that. I've always tried odd numbers, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. And let's go ahead and add one more on here. Let's do, I like the Granny Apple green one. Should I put it at the bottom or the top? Yes, to me, I don't know. Where do you think, Jackie? Or Jacqueline? Do you go by Jackie or Jacqueline? Make it in a triangle. So we'll do one up there. Sort of a weird triangle. 2 down here, 1 up there. So, oh, you know what? Nope, that would be even. Let's stick with the odd. I like the idea. I've always heard that in odds. That's why I did 3 balloons rather than 4 balloons. So, all right. And there we go. That is our first Beautiful Balloons card using a watercolor background. So we'll go ahead and set that aside, and we'll make one more card. Let me put my inks away. Clear off my space a little bit. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with ink all over me. I don't know about you guys do. Thank you so much. It was fun coming up with these. Usually I have a hard time sometimes coming up with designs, but that one sort of came together. Now let's see. Can I find the other card? There it is. We're going to make this card next, and its base is Lemon Lime Twist with the, and the watercolor background here is actually the DSP from Beautiful and Brights, or Brights and Beautiful. Let me see. Where's my catalog? It goes with the set. It actually is a part of the suite for the Bright and Beautiful suite, which is in our catalog, and it is the Bright and Beautiful 6x6 DSP. And some of the back sides of some of the patterns DSP is actually watercolor look, and that's what I'm using on this today. And then what I did to create the balloons is another watercolor. I just mixed 2 colors together, and I did horizontal, and I did a couple of colors. I did Pretty in Pink and Flirty Flamingo. Oh, you go by Jacqueline. Okay, thanks, Jacqueline. I didn't want to call you by something you don't go by. It's like not too many people call me Jennie or Jennifer, and that's good because I don't usually go by Jennifer. But anyway, let's do Azure Afternoon. And we'll juice up the watercolor aqua painter. Let's see, do I have, yep, there's some mix in there. And we're gonna just go left to right vertical. And I just try and get it a little bit everywhere because I'm gonna mix it with another color. I'm gonna mix it with the Balmy blue. And there we go. Let's go with Balmy blue now and clean off our, oops, sorry about my arm. Clean off our aqua painter. And let's juice up this one. So does anybody have big plans for the weekend? Nope, I need a little more ink on there. Our plans are just more crafting and to get our kitchen put together a little bit more. I'm going to get the rest of the stuff put away as much as I can. And my husband's hoping to get the last priming done and then maybe painting on his next group day, I think is what he was thinking. There we go. All right, here's our Balmy blue. And we'll do more, sort of cover up our things. I love the brush strokes it gives when using the aqua painter like this, because no two papers or pages are ever exactly alike. Oh, pajamas and crafting. That sounds like fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. So this is what my Balmy blue and Azure Afternoon looks like. Azure Afternoon looks like. Again, you can blow dry it with a heat gun, or let it dry on its own. And I did that for this, and then like I said, I did it for Pretty in Pink, which is one of our new in colors, and Flirty Flamingo. And I came up, and then I die cutted them out with the dye balloons on our Beautiful Balloons dies. Oh my goodness. I clicked something with my mouse on accident. Luckily my screen's a touch screen. So I used the larger balloon and the medium balloon and the small balloon in here to create these balloons. And we're going to use 3 of these balloons. Let's see. Should we use a large pink and a medium blue and a small pink, or a large blue and a medium pink and a medium blue? What do you think? What do you guys think on that? We're going to put it on here and we're going to stamp Happy Birthday on it. And while we're figuring that out, I'll go ahead and put our first layer on the card. And I have these cut actually for the card base is the 5.5 by 4 1/4, and then the first layer of DSP is 1/8 of an inch smaller, so it's 5 3/8 by 4 1/8 going across. Odd color, let's see, large pink for sure goes well with the colors. Okay, so we'll do large pink. Odd color for medium size. So we should probably just go maybe a blue and then a pink as such like this. What do you guys think? You think we should go, we can put it like this, or we can do it like, all right, so we're gonna go that route. And before I go ahead and attach those, we'll put these aside, and I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday on the stamp. So I got my happy birthday stamp out, and I'm not sure if you guys have heard, but one of the best ways to work with photopolymer stamps is because they can stretch. You always put it stamp side down, and then you put it on your block that way. That way it is it's not stretched as you're putting it on the block. And I'm going to use Azure Afternoon for the happy birthday. Tap. And I don't know about you guys, but I always have to close these, otherwise I put my hand in it. And we'll go ahead and put this on here. There's our happy birthday. And what I did is, instead of drawing the strings on this time, I went ahead and used my my black baker's twine, and I attached the back with glue dots. So I'm gonna get my glue dots out, and my take your pick tool. I use my take your pick tool to lift it off with the pokey side and put it on there as such. And I put my string on there, and then I'll just go ahead and string it out and cut it a little bit long. I can always cut it off a little bit later. I think I'm gonna have to get some more of my baker's twine though. And then we'll do it with that, with the rest of the other two balloons as well. So we'll take our, oops, there's our first glue dot and our second glue dot on our medium and small balloons. We'll attach our baker's twine and snip. There we go. All right, so now what we're gonna do is let's attach, or let's glue our first largest balloon on. I'm gonna use my Tombow. Now, I don't know, do you guys have a preference on adhesive? I don't know, I think it almost, for me, it depends on the mood. Sometimes I'll grab my green glue all the time. Other times I love working with my Stampin' Seal. And so, yeah, this is gonna be a little bit long. And then we'll put the blue balloon on. And today it just seems to be a Tombow kind of day. All right, let's go ahead and put that blue balloon there. And let's see. So the other pink balloon here, or should we do it a little bit higher up like this? What do you think? The pink balloon higher, sort of above the blue balloon, or below the blue balloon? What's your thoughts? So, I don't know. I'm not sure which way let's see. Sort of like the on top, because then you get to see the strings. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go that way. So let's go ahead and glue my pink small balloon up here. And then we'll drag it, and we'll pull these down a little bit. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach them with another glue dot, and then cut off the remaining, or the excess twine. So we'll put our glue dot here, and there we go. We'll clip off the, oh, there we go. All right. So let's see, it's got to be what, 7:30 for those of you on the East Coast, right? And Jacqueline, if I remember correctly, aren't you from Texas? So you are at 6:30. So you guys have all done dinner already, haven't you? We are coming up on dinner time. I think it's leftovers. We did spaghetti last night. We'll do spaghetti tonight. It's just me and my husband. empty nesters, although our daughter, oh, you're from Houston, Jackie. That's cool. Jacqueline, that's cool. So On Stage was in your backyard there. Our daughter has decided to come home and finish up some schooling locally because she's changed her major. So we're empty nesters until about, well, I think middle of July. And then our daughter will be back home. So let's see, we're gonna go, and I'm gonna use the, I think it's time for a celebration on the largest banner in the Stylish Shapes. And we're gonna do that one on Azure Afternoon as well. And put that over, center that. All right. And then we'll go ahead and put that right over there with a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals, if I can find them. There they are. We'll put our Stampin' Dimensionals right here, and there we go. And if we'd like, we could even add, I think, looking through my current, oh, it is perfect. The rainbow dots have some of our colors here that we're using here. They've got Azure Afternoon and Flirty Flamingo. I think we could go with the Flirty Flamingo on this because it would match the balloon. So let's go ahead and, you know what, Jacqueline, I'm going to use your suggestion of 3 in a triangle, and we're going to go with, I think, 1 large one, and we'll put it right here, and then we'll go with a small one over here, and this is going to be an odd shaped triangle, and a small one over here. We've got our triangle look. What do you guys think? I like that on there. And the Flirty Flamingo, it ties into the balloons really well. So if you guys could see my desk, the mess that it is right now, which is what it looks like all the time when I'm creating. So, and that's it for our other birthday, beautiful balloons cards. So we've got 2 of them. We've got this one that we've created, and we've got this one that we've created, both using watercolor technique on watercolor paper, and both using the Beautiful Balloons bundle. And so let me know, which one is your favorite? Is it our Lemon Lime Twist card, or is it our Berry Burst card? I can't talk and you can't spell. I can't spell either. I rely very heavily on Microsoft, on word spell, whatever that is called. I rely on seeing whether or not the words are underlined when I'm typing things in. So spelling was never my strong suit in school. So anyway, so just let me know in the comments which one's your favorite. I'm so glad that you guys joined us, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. I'm so glad you like this. And do you have this stamp set, Becky? Oh, you like the Lemon Lime Twist one? Thank you. Yeah, I like that one. I like the simplicity of it. You like both, Kathy? Thank you. Jacqueline, yes, I am on every Friday. I just started today going at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But yes, every Friday, unless something comes up, and I usually know ahead of time, and I will let you guys know on my Facebook business page whether or not I am able to do it that Friday. But my goal is to do every Friday for the next couple of months at least. I know it might get a little spotty sometimes during the summertime, and don't know if I'm going with my husband down to pick up my daughter, or if I'm staying home with the dog. So that could impact whether or not, but that wouldn't be until July. So I do plan on being on every Friday, minus emergencies. So I look forward to seeing you guys here on Friday afternoons. So have a great weekend, and we will talk later. And hopefully I'll see some of you guys maybe on the Love to Stamp group, if you are part of the Love to Stamp group group meeting that we do with Patty on Tuesday afternoons. So have a great weekend. Thanks. Bye-bye.